Strong leadership is crucial in today's business world. Effective leaders inspire their teams, they drive innovation, they navigate challenges, they achieve organizational goals. However, not all leaders possess these qualities. Some leaders, despite their confidence, lack the competence to lead effectively. This can have detrimental effects on organizations. The term incompetent-confident leader refers to individuals in leadership positions who significantly overestimate their abilities while lacking the self-awareness to recognize their shortcomings. This phenomenon is closely linked to the Dunning-Kruger effect, a cognitive bias where incompetent individuals fail to recognize their own incompetence. The Dunning-Kruger effect creates a dangerous cycle. Incompetent individuals often lack the metacognitive skills to accurately assess their own performance. This leads to inflated self-perceptions and an unwarranted belief in their abilities. They may attribute their failures to external factors or simply fail to recognize their mistakes altogether. This lack of self-awareness prevents them from seeking feedback, learning from their experiences, and developing the skills necessary to become effective leaders. As a result, they remain trapped in a cycle of incompetence and overconfidence, posing a significant risk to their organizations. Overconfident leaders exhibit a particular set of characteristics that distinguish them from their competent counterparts. These traits often manifest in their decision-making, communication style, and interactions with colleagues. Recognizing these traits is crucial for organizations to identify and address the potential risks associated with such leaders. Firstly, overconfident leaders consistently overestimate their abilities. They have an inflated sense of their knowledge, skills, and experience, often making decisions based on intuition rather than careful analysis. This can lead to poor judgment, unrealistic expectations, and a disconnect between their perceived capabilities and actual performance. Secondly, they are highly resistant to feedback. They perceive criticism as a personal attack or a threat to their authority, making it difficult for them to learn from their mistakes and improve their leadership skills. This resistance to feedback creates a culture of fear and silence, preventing open communication and hindering organizational growth. Thirdly, overconfident leaders often shirk accountability. They deflect blame onto others when things go wrong, refusing to take responsibility for their actions or the performance of their teams. This creates a toxic work environment where employees feel undervalued, unsupported, and hesitant to take risks. Finally, overconfident leaders prioritize image over substance. They are more concerned with appearances and maintaining their perceived authority than with fostering genuine collaboration, innovation, and organizational success. This focus on superficiality undermines trust, hinders productivity, and stifles creativity within the organization. Section 4. The damage-inflicted consequences of incompetent leadership. The presence of incompetent-confident leaders can have a devastating impact on organizations, affecting various aspects of their functioning and long-term success. These leaders create a ripple effect of negativity that permeates throughout the organization, impacting employee morale, productivity, and overall organizational health. One of the most significant consequences is poor decision-making. Overconfident leaders, blinded by their inflated self-belief, often make impulsive and poorly informed decisions without considering all available information or consulting with their teams. This can lead to costly mistakes, missed opportunities, and a decline in overall organizational performance. Moreover, incompetent-confident leaders create a toxic work environment characterized by low morale, high stress levels, and a lack of trust. Their resistance to feedback, tendency to micromanage, and inability to acknowledge their own shortcomings create a culture of fear and resentment among employees. This leads to decreased productivity, increased absenteeism, and high employee turnover. The long-term consequences can be even more severe. Incompetent-confident leaders can damage an organization's reputation, erode customer trust, and hinder innovation. Their inability to foster a positive and supportive work environment stifles creativity, discourages initiative, and ultimately impedes the organization's ability to adapt and thrive in a competitive marketplace. Section 5. Strategies for mitigation. Building a culture of competence. To mitigate risks from overconfident leaders, adopt rigorous selection processes, comprehensive performance management, and a culture valuing humility, feedback, and continuous learning. Implement psychometric testing, behavioral interviews, and 360-degree feedback. Establish clear performance expectations and regular reviews. Cultivate a culture of humility, feedback, and learning. Invest in leadership development programs. Section 6 case study, Triumph over Overconfidence. TechCo, a software company, faced stagnation under an overconfident CEO. The board replaced him with a humble leader. The new CEO fostered a feedback-driven culture, implemented 360-degree feedback, and tied compensation to performance. TechCo saw improved morale, increased productivity, and regained its competitive edge. This case highlights the importance of addressing overconfident leadership for organizational success.
Check one, check two, check.
Section 7. Conclusion. The imperative of proactive leadership development. In today's rapidly evolving business landscape, effective leadership is more critical than ever. While confidence is undoubtedly an essential quality for leaders, it must be tempered with competence, self-awareness, and a genuine commitment to continuous improvement. Overconfidence, on the other hand, can have devastating consequences for organizations, leading to poor decision-making, a toxic work environment, and ultimately, failure to thrive in a competitive marketplace. Organizations must be proactive in addressing the risks associated with overconfident leadership. By implementing rigorous selection processes, establishing comprehensive performance management systems, cultivating a culture of humility and feedback, and investing in leadership development programs, organizations can create a more resilient, adaptable, and successful future. The key takeaway is this: leadership is not about being the loudest voice in the room, but about empowering others to find their voices. It's about creating an environment where every individual feels valued, respected, and inspired to contribute their best work. By fostering a culture of competence, humility, and continuous learning, organizations can unlock the full potential of their workforce and achieve sustainable success in the years to come.